These are the questions that you should be asking when we're live.
Het is een heel rare vertoning is die jongen.
Wat is dit?
He's like Stuttgart at the moment.
VfB Stuttgart can beat Bayern Munich.
Vrienden van de darts, welkom bij Double Top, de darts podcast der lage landen. En welkom bij een nieuwe special. Meestal willen we natuurlijk de Nederlandse en Belgische darters wat meer in de picture zetten. Maar soms gaan we internationaal. Enkele maanden geleden, net voor de Eurotour in Wiese, had ik de eer om Brandon Dolan te mogen spreken. Nu gaan we toch opnieuw hier in Darts op Mijthuis in Dendermonde een coryfee vanuit de dartswereld te spreken krijgen. De man is intussen gestopt. Maar hij is nog altijd actief in de dartswereld en dat gaat u nu, weliswaar in het Engels, samen met mij ontdekken. A warm welcome to Darryl Fitton. Hello, Darryl.
Hi.
Darryl, you're here in Belgium. Tell us why.
I'm visiting friends and also I came to the dart shop to sign a young player up. Actually, I'm very happy to sign this young man. I don't know if you want me to mention his name, but I'm really happy. I've been watching him for a few months now. And I wanted him to join the team mission. So.
Yeah, you can mention his name then.
Yeah, young Lex. Yeah, he's a player I've been watching for a few months now, and I actually played him early today, and he is very good, good player.
Dus voor de mensen die het niet zouden begrijpen, een hele mooie primeur toch wel, want Mission Darts gaat dus Lex Paeshuyse contracteren. He is 12 years old at this moment?
Yeah, 12 years old, 13 September, so it's perfect age. Look, when I was working for Target Darts, I signed Luke Littler when he was 11 years old, so perfect age.
Yeah, indeed. You are at Mission now, as we speak, a talent coach, or what is your function right now?
Yeah, it's head of recruitment and development, so I recruit the players and help the younger ones progress in their game, hopefully take them to the next level for them. All my years experience, I've been playing darts for like 35, 40 years, and at the highest level. Not so much now, obviously. The seniors, I play the seniors now and again. But I've got lots of experience and I try and give it to the younger ones.
Yeah, we'll talk about later about that experiences. But for now, I think it's the first time that Mission Darts has contracted a Belgian player?
Yes, the first one. We're looking to sign more actually, so we're very happy.
Yeah. Is there a particular reason? Because darts already now for a few years is booming in Belgium. Is that one of the reasons?
No. I'm trying to find players from all over the world. Recently signed a player from Asia, and I can't mention him because he's not been announced yet officially. But I'm looking for players from different countries to build the brand, the Mission brand. But when someone as special as Lex comes around, I thought I'm coming myself. So this is my reason why I'm here, to sign Lex up. I'm very happy with it.
Yeah. Just for the people who don't know the brand, who are the most famous players that you already have now?
Well, with famous players for me, we've got Wessel Nyman, we've got Josh Rock, Alan Suter, Martin Luton, Richie Edhouse.
Big names.
Some very, very good big names and some great players. I think we've got 35. Xiao Chenzong from China, Lee Evans, Graham Hall. We've got some talented players out there.
Yeah. In the world of darts, you have big manufacturers like Target, like Winmore. What's the place of Mission in that field?
Well, Mission been around for nearly 4 years now, and we're progressing. We're trying to build a brand through signing new players, bringing new accessories out all the time. To compete with Target and Winmore, it's going to take a long time.
Yeah.
They've got the structure and the players and everything. I've been a player for both them companies, so I know how good they are. Mm-hmm. And if we can get anywhere near them, well, then we've done a good job.
So is Mission right at this moment more a brand for the young prospects, or how do we have to see that?
Well, the difficult thing is if you're trying to sign a player, most of these players have got big contracts and cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
So we're trying to focus on the up-and-coming players.
Yes.
So help them and try and find the next Josh Rock, like we did with Josh. Try and find the next Connor Scott. And obviously, the youth ones, the way Luke Littler's because everyone wants them a new Luke Littler, and that's what we're here for. We're looking now for this type of player.
Of course. Darryl, you talked about your experiences. You're now at this moment 62, I'm correct?
Yeah, 62.
62. But you had already a long professional career as a darter.
Yeah, I did. Quite a good career. I won 2 majors, or the classes of BDO WDF majors. I have no regrets. I was asked earlier today, do I have any regrets? And no, I don't have any regrets. I could have gone to the PDC. I decided not to, but I was around at the BDO WDF and the best days. I think they were fantastic. I've got so many great memories. There's no point in crying over spilled milk. I didn't go. I decided to stay where I was, and I made me better riding it. So I was happy with what I did. So.
For how long you were an active player?
25 years. Yeah,
so it all started at what age?
Well, I started playing when I was 16, 17. Played county darts at a good level. Then I had a break, got married, and then stopped playing for a while. I started to play tournaments back in 1996 and played Super League for my local team, Stockport. And then I just sort of progressed on from there. And I was separated at the time, so I was single. I could travel, and I started to travel again. So I enjoyed it. It's been tiring, but it's been very beneficial. I've had a great career through it.
Like you said, you had a long journey in the BDO and also in the WDF. Not very much in the PDC. Was that a choice? How did you see that?
It was a choice. I was very close at one time. Me and Tony O'Shea were very close to pressing the send button on the contract. And our sponsor at the time decided, listen guys, we've got unfinished business with the BDO, give it one more year. So we decided not to go at the time, and then unfortunately, a few months down the line, the sponsor sort of had to pull out because he invested in something that wasn't working. So unfortunately, so it was a bad choice, but we made the decision. You can't change, go back. So we stayed where we were. So
darts is on television here in Belgium since, like we said, Corona, the COVID period.
Yeah.
So maybe the younger people who started watching darts, maybe don't know you. Who was Darryl Fitton as a player?
Who was Darryl Fitton as a player? That's a very tough question. I was down to earth, good player, very good scorer. A lot of people. I had lots of fans, but I was a big scorer, and I never give up. Battle to the end. You never knew when I was beaten. But my problem was I got too involved with politics.
Okay.
I wanted things to be different for the players and things like that, and it backfired on me. So instead of being more focusing on my darts, my career, my mind was on other things. So I think that's learn by your mistakes.
All right.
If I could do it different, I would have done.
Okay. You said it was a choice not to be at the PDC, but if the internet is correct, you played one tournament, the World Match Play, apart from the Grand Slam of Darts. Is that correct?
Yeah, that was before the PDC was one. That was when there was very little.
Okay.
It wasn't full, so I qualified for the tournament.
It was in the late 90s.
Yeah, 95 I think it was, 95, 96. When I first started travelling. And then I actually qualified for another event in Las Vegas.
Okay.
But they said to me, if I play tomorrow on the TV, then I won't be able to play the BDO World Championships.
Okay.
And I'd already qualified for that, so I faked an injury. So I had a bad back. I had a bad back that day, so I couldn't play because I was guaranteed TV and I wasn't guaranteed. I was guaranteed the World Championships.
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, I've been travelling all year for this. I'm not ruining it. So I decided not to play.
Okay, but I already mentioned it. You played in the Grand Slam of Darts when you had the old format, a mix of PDC players and BDO players.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
The first experience was really strange actually, because we actually got put in the same group as Gary Anderson. Now then, the 2 years prior to that, we've been travelling around together for every weekend. I think one year we'd done 42 weekends together playing darts with demonstration tournaments and everything like that. So we were more like best friends at the time. So to be put in the same group as him, we thought, well, as long as both of us go through, that's all we wanted to do. So we made sure that both of us went through. So perfect scenario.
Yes.
Why put 2 BDO players in? 8 BDO players. Why not put one in each group, not 2 in one group? And I think that was the mistake. We just wanted to get through because we were sharing the prize money anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you still speak each other?
Not that much. I don't see him that much. But when we do, we say hello. And Gary's had a really busy few years since joining the PDC and everything. And I've been busy the other side.
Yeah.
When I see him at exhibitions, we always have a chat and things. I see him probably 5 times a year now, from probably 250 days a year before that. So.
Darryl, am I correct that you tried a few times the Q school for the PDC?
Yeah, I did. I think 3
How many times? Three times.
The last one, I was doing so well, but in the last morning, I went out walking the dog and slipped. The dog pulled me over.
Okay.
I slipped on ice and I banged my head and didn't play very well after. I think I needed 2 points to get through. And it's fate. It wasn't meant to be, so it wasn't meant to be, so I didn't do it.
Do you regret it?
I regret falling over, yeah.
Yeah, but
because
not playing in the PDC.
I wish I had, but I'm not bothered because I had a good career. So
Yeah.
PDC is tremendous and it's cutthroat and it's not like the BDO. The BDO days, everyone was your friend. Nowadays, it's all for themselves, all individual. Too much pressure. Before it was more fun and friendly. Now it's more cutthroat.
Too much money, maybe?
Possibly, yeah. It changes people, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Changes people.
Indeed. All right. Like you said, you had a wonderful career. You played 16 times the World Championship of the BDO. That's enormous.
I thought I played more actually, but 16 years. I thought it was more. But yeah.
If the internet is correct.
Yeah. Possibly, yeah.
3 times semi-finalist.
Yes.
And 2 times you lost against a Dutchman. You still know who the 2 persons were?
Obviously Barneveld.
Yes, Raymond van Barneveld.
In the semi-final, and also Danny Noppert.
Danny Noppert, yeah.
Yeah, lost to them.
Do you remember the other semi-final?
Yeah, Glenn Durant.
Glenn Durant.
Yeah. Glenn Durant beat me. Then he beat me the year after in the last 16.
Okay.
And he's the only player I've lost. I played twice, and all the times I played, he's the only player I've played twice, and he beat me both times.
Is there a world championship that's standing out for you?
I think the year that Ted Hankey beat Tony O'Shea in the semi-final, in the final, I played Tony in the semi-final. I think if I would have won that game, I would have been the world champion.
Yeah.
I think Tony sort of burnt himself out that year. I think Tony was the start of his diabetes. And I think when he come to having a tough game against me in the semi-final, the next day to play a World Championship final was a little bit too much, I think, health-wise. And, it was a good game, but Ted come out the winner. I think I would have beaten Ted, I think. I don't know, I can't say that, but I thought I would have beaten Ted. That was my chance, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Tony beat me. Tony actually got 5,500 quarters of that game. And,
Heavy.
Very, very. It works out an average of 2 point something a leg. And that takes some doing.
Yeah.
Takes some doing.
What's so special about Lakeside?
The atmosphere, when you're in that environment, even when you drive into the Lakeside, it doesn't happen so much now, but when I was playing, you drove into the Lakeside and the hairs used to stand up on the back of your neck. And that compact stage and the audience and the atmosphere in there was second to none. And I enjoyed playing Blackpool. That was great.
Okay.
World Match Play at Blackpool was a fantastic stage.
The Winter Gardens. Was it already the Winter Gardens?
Winter Gardens, yeah. That was a fantastic stage. And the Grand Slam was good. But the Lakeside, second to none.
There's nothing to compare with it.
Not for me, no. I've been to watch Ali Pali. It's more like a football crowd and everything like that. Good atmosphere, a bit of a good laugh. You can have a laugh watching people, but as a player, the Lakeside for me was the best.
The best of the best. Darryl, you didn't win the World Championship in the video, but you did win some great tournaments. I'm reading the BDO World Trophy and the Zuiderdun Masters.
Yeah.
That's correct? That's the biggest two achievements?
Yeah, because they were actually classed as BDO majors.
Those two?
Those two were BDO majors. I won most of the Opens, the Dutch Open, German, Belgium Open, British Open, Isle of Man, Polish Open, Polish Masters, Turkish Open.
Do you rank the Dutch Open more above the Zuiderdun Masters or not? Or was it not that big as it is now?
No, the Dutch Open, when I won the Dutch Open, there was nearly 4,000 players played in the tournament, so a lot more than played nowadays. The Zuiderdun was totally different. It was a 24-man tournament where you play groups and then it goes to a knockout situation. They actually hit a 9-darter in that as well.
Yeah.
In the quarter-final against Alan Norris. And then I played Martin Adams in the semi-final. And Martin, I'll never forget, Martin had a shot for bull and went for the 18. And I was sat on 156 and I just knew it was going in. So I looked at Martin, gave him a bit of a smirk and took the 156 out.
Ouch.
Everything was going.
Ouch. Yeah. Speaking about 9-darters, you threw indeed two 9-darters on television. Like you said, one in the Dutch Open. I've read that it was in the final, but it's not correct.
Yeah,
against Martin Adams?
Against Martin Adams, yeah, and I actually didn't win another leg after that.
I know?
No,
Okay.
because I was thinking, how am I going to get into a Skoda Fabia?
All right.
So all the way through the game. So yeah, it was 8 or 9-darter, and then that was the last leg.
I saw some images, and correct me if I'm wrong, you threw that 9-darter, and the commentator said that you've won a car.
Yeah.
Thanks to that 9-darter.
The auto.
The auto, yes.
Yeah.
So that's a Dutch word that you know.
Yeah, I know a few more. Not for the camera, but yeah.
Okay, so that's quite special because nowadays, if you threw a 9-darter, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Some years ago, you did win maybe a prize of money with that, but a car, that's something special.
It was actually the first time that the Dutch had actually done anything like that. So, I won a Skoda. In fact, I've got a Skoda.
Oh, it was a Skoda. Okay.
Yeah.
What did you do with it? Driving home with the Skoda?
They asked me, they wanted me to take it that weekend, but I was already over in my car anyway. So I said I'll arrange to come over in the next time in Holland. I'll come over and we'll go and have photographs taken with the car and I'll bring the car home. And then the next 2 times I went, they wasn't available. So I ended up I thought I'd sold the car to a friend who had a shop in the northwest of Holland.
Okay.
So he can have it for X amount of pounds. And then when I told them about it, the company, I forget what the company was called, the company who sponsored the car, they said, well, Darryl, the Dutch Open, the Dutch NDB have already got the money. They've been in their bank since since January. So, all right. So that money was waiting. I think it was 6 months by the time I got my money from winning the Dutch Open. Or my 9-darter.
Did you win other spectacular prizes in your career apart from money and a car?
No.
Was that the most special one?
Well, yeah, I suppose when you think about it, winning a car was good. I just wish I could have took the car with me at the time. It would have been a bit more special. So.
All right. Darryl, your nickname was the Dazzler.
Yeah.
Or is the Dazzler? Why is that?
Well, there's two reasons. In England, Darryl was shortened to Daz. So that nickname, people call me Daz. And then when I was playing on the old dartboards for county stages. It was like the guy sat with a big dartboard, giant dartboard behind him with lights on it, 3 lights in each section.
Okay.
And if they put the pegs, they used to call them, with wires in, and every time you threw a dart, it went on treble 20, they put it there, and then it lit up, then another one, and another. If you got 180, it used to flash. So they flashed, the treble 20 flashed, and all around the board flashed. One of my friends said, make it dazzle, Dazzler, and that's where it's going.
Okay. And your walk-on song was a song of madness, One Step Beyond. Was there a particular reason?
Well, yeah, when I played at the Lakeside, I actually wanted something from the Style Council. The first Lakeside, I had a white shirt on. They spelt my name wrong on the stage, and they put the wrong music on. They called me out as Darryl Fitton, the Man in Black, because at the time I was an undertaker, and I came on with a white shirt and spelt my name wrong, and they played the wrong music. So
okay.
So that wasn't very good. So they didn't know who Madness was, they said. Now, that's a load of rubbish. So the next event I played in Holland, I asked them what they had, and then there's not much that I knew. I said, have you got anything from Madness? And they got One Step Beyond them, and that was how it came about.
A big fan of Madness.
Yeah, also very big fan of Madness. Excellent.
Okay.
They're very good musicians, not just fun, but they're very good musicians.
Okay. Darryl, once you had the record of the highest, biggest TV average thrown, 114.15.
Yeah.
Do you still remember that game, that moment?
Yeah, I remember it. I was playing one of the friends, Dave Richardson Page, and I actually missed a few darts of double early on in that. So I think it was one of them games where everything went, and I didn't think about it, just played. I play like that quite often, but from 100%, it was nearly 100% on the doubles, apart from the one leg where I had 4 darts. So I did quite well. So.
Yeah. In what year did you throw it? Do you still remember that?
No, I think 2004.
Okay. Beginning of the 20s.
Yeah.
Do you know how much the record is broken now already? Of you?
I think it's been broken 3 times since.
3 times, you think?
So, yeah.
It's 31 times.
31 times.
Yeah.
Okay.
31 averages are higher than you now on television.
Okay.
That's.
Oh, things have evolved, and the doubles and trebles are bigger now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're bigger now.
Yeah,
okay.
Actual facts.
It's an actual fact.
Yeah. When we played at the BDO, you can ask Winmo this. When we played at the BDO dartboards, the Winmo dartboards were 15% smaller than the PDC boards.
Okay. That's an evolution indeed.
Yeah,
it's quite an
that's
evolution.
why people want the big scores, and that's why they made the dartboards bigger. In fact, football, there's lots of goals when they made the goals bigger.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, Darren, if you like quizzes, but do you know who has the records at this moment? Highest average in a TV match?
No, I would guess at Luke Humphries.
It's Michael van Gerwen. In the Premier League of 2016 against Michael Smith, he threw 123.40. Sorry. That's the record.
Well done, Mike.
That's the record. And on the second place, Kim Huybrechts.
Okay.
Kim Huybrechts at the World Cup against Paul Lim, 121.97.
Excellent.
So it's just a small quiz for that. Darryl, now people can watch you on the Seniors Tour.
Yes.
Do you still play there?
I've not been playing this year. I played the World Championship early on in February, but I've not been able to go to any of the events this year, unfortunately. My oldest daughter was really sick during the year.
You had other priorities.
Other priorities, yeah. And family comes first with me. So daughter seems to be on the right track now, so that's good. So
yeah.
Start travelling out a little bit more now. And a couple of the qualifiers and had exhibitions and things like that, which obviously that's my work and it pays the bills. So I have to take them when I can at my age, 62 now. So exhibitions are not like they used to be. I'm still quite busy, which is good. So.
Yeah. It's not that you're planning a comeback.
Do you know, when I watch players like Lex, and we've got some great players, and I'm watching them play, I think, oh, I wish I could do that. I wish I could play like that again. And I'll probably, tomorrow, I've got an exhibition tomorrow near Nijmegen, and I will be trying to play as good as Lex was today. I saw him play Mike Decker today as well.
Yeah, here in the shop.
Oh my God. What a game. Yeah,
It was quite a game.
I think Mike was lucky. I think he went out with a bit of luck.
It's nice to say because, I think Lex is one of the biggest talents, I guess, in Belgium for this moment.
Yeah, I think so. He's not been on the scene long, but he just looks experienced. The way he looks
for that age.
We can see him watching him now, and it just looks so natural.
Ja. En voor de mensen die nu niet zouden snappen, Lex is op dit moment hier op een van de banen aan het gooien. He's already has some composure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
He's got his feet on the ground, we say.
What will be important for the next years for him?
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
The difficulty comes when he starts to have a growth spurt. You have to, come through changes in life and puberty and things like that. So we just let them get on with that and see what happens. If we can help him in any way, we will do. So we're here, mission here now to help him to achieve his goals and do the best we can for him. So that's what I'm committed to. So.
That's what I wanted to ask. What's your role in that? Because you did some recruitment for Target.
Yeah.
After that, you went to Mission.
Yeah.
What are the things that you do? What is important for you to help those young prospects?
Well, I just watch them, how they play, how they stand. If I can help them stand in the right position, if I give them any advice, any tips, any training games, anything to make them focus a little bit different. Because it's difficult because each individual is an individual. Everyone's different. So you can't coach 6 people together. You have to do it individually. So you can do it online. You can with the cameras and stuff. But I do prefer to have a one-on-one session with the players and talk to them one-on-one instead of doing everything over the phone or online. So
okay. Yeah. You gave already some advice. Enjoy it. Is that the most common thing that you say to those young guys?
Yeah, but if you're not enjoying it, but you're not going to play well because you relax when you're enjoying it. If you're not enjoying it, you get stressed, you get tense, you tighten up. You can't play if you're tense and nervous. You're all over the place. So, like I was a bit early on playing, so not played for a while. And I just drove all the way from England, and all of a sudden I've got to play against Lex. Oh my God!
It keeps you young.
Well, yeah, I feel young. And tomorrow I'll feel even younger.
Another young prospect, like we said, we are a podcast, a darts podcast for Holland and for Belgium.
Okay.
At Mission you have Wessel Nijman.
Yeah.
Also a big talent.
Very talented player, yeah. Very talented. I'm going to see Wessel Sunday, actually.
Yeah, okay.
I'll call at his house and have a chat with him. I've got a few bits in the car for him as well. So it's nice to be able to go and see him at the home environment and things like that. Yeah. Wessel's a big talent, really good. And we've got a couple of younger ones as well, Dylan van Leerup and Luke van der Kwast, 2 that have struggled with growth spurts. That's a bit difficult, so you just got to let them I don't know what to say really, just let them go through it.
Yeah.
Don't put no pressure on them. They start trying too hard. I just say, just enjoy, just relax when you play. It will come. Or try something different. Try different training. I don't know.
Yeah. About Wessel, I'm very impressed by him because he had his issues in the past.
Yeah.
But now he's
growing. He's forgotten. He's what you say. He would never forget about his issues, but he's paid his price. And he's working hard. Working hard.
But you can see that.
Yeah, definitely. It took balls for him to actually to do it again because he knew he was going to have these issues, but he's come around it, and he owned up to everything that went on, and I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud. Wessel's been one of the players that I've always followed I took him to Target. I was one of the first players I wanted to take to Target. He's been one of my favourite players, so I've known him for a long time. I think I've known him since he was 9-10 years old. So I was playing for the Wolves at Gast in the Netherlands.
What do you think for his future, short-term and long-term vision?
Short-term, it's his first year, and what he's done on the tour, he's decided to go on his own without a management. So that can also put extra pressure on you. So you're thinking you have to win to pay for the next event. So I think he's going to give this year a go on his own and see how he fares. And then if it doesn't work, then he'll go with a management company. I think he's got 4 or 5 management companies waiting for him to go. So
and long term,
I think he's got a big future. If he keeps his feet on the ground and stays focused like he is, he's such a talent. I watched him last year at the development tour, and him, Luke Little and Jan van Veen were awesome players. They were the best 3 players in the world, and some of the darts, some of the games that I've seen them play was unbelievable. And I think that, I would have loved to be able to sign Jan van Veen as well, but he's under long-term contracts. Luke, obviously, everyone wants Luke Littler. But,
have you seen that darts is evolving year after year?
Yes, I knew it would do. I said to Mission a couple of years ago, we need to invest in the youth players, because the youth are the future of darts. And I said within 3 or 4 years, I said 5 years, but within 3 or 4 years, you'll see so many different players that I don't think Peter Wright will be on his way soon. He's over his 50. You don't see much of Simon Whitlock anymore. There's them players that's coming to the end of their career. Jesse Price, fantastic player. He's got other things in the pipeline now that he wants to maybe finish soon. Gary Anderson's the same. I'm thinking that these players, these new players that's coming through, this new blood, will take darts to the next level. They might not be the characters we had before, but the darts and the talent is unbelievable.
So, and hopefully we can enjoy in a few years the talent on television of Lex.
Yeah, right. Yeah, from what I've seen, definitely.
But I also think it's important not to put a lot of pressure on his shoulders.
That's something
that's difficult to find a balance in there.
Yeah. We don't put no pressure on the players. Players play when they want to. If they don't want to play, they don't want to play. If they want to improve, they have to play. They have to play regular. And they have to play with the right attitude and everything like that. But that's something that they have to learn themselves as part of growing up.
All right, Darryl, thank you for this chat. We talked about around just a few more minutes than half an hour.
Okay.
Thank you for giving also opportunities to young guys like Lex.
Yeah, and the next, hopefully, we'll have a lot. I've been talking to Andy, and anything else that comes through, give me a hint and I'll come and have a look. So.
That's fine, thank you very much. En zo, beste mensen, zo hebben jullie ook nog eens een oude coryfee die intussen wel gestopt is, Darryl Fitton, eens kunnen horen, een babbeltje mee kunnen slaan, een refresh, wat hij allemaal in zijn carrière heeft verwezenlijkt. En wat hij nu nog altijd aan het doen is bij dus dartsfabrikant Mission, met dus het hele mooie nieuws dat zij dus de jonge speler Lex Paeshuyse hebben gecontracteerd. Thank you again, Darryl.
Thank you.
Dankjewel mensen, wij hopen dat jullie ervan genoten hebben. En tot de volgende keer bij Double Top, de Darts podcast. Der Lage Landen.